Hi, my name is Holly Lavoie, and I am the Program Coordinator for South Carolina INBRE. And I'd like to take a few minutes to tell you about our Bioinformatics Student-Initiated Research Project. The best place to learn about SC INBRE and our funding programs is the scinbre.org website. At the top of this website, under the Funding tab, there's a drop-down menu that shows our research programs, including our student-initiated research projects. The Student-Initiated Research Project, or SIRP, is a small grants program aimed at students. The site provides information about the letter of intent due date, the submission deadline, and other information required to apply for a SIRP project. It also has the links where you will submit your letter of intent and your proposal, as well as many of the forms you will need to complete the proposal. This page also goes over the eligibility and proposal instructions, as well as the award reporting requirements. Bioinformatics Student Initiated Research Project, or SIRP, is a small grants program for students with mentors who will mentor them. The project performance period is 1 year, starting September 1st, 2024, ending August 31st, 2025. The important dates for you to remember are the letter of intent deadline, which is Monday, March the 4th. The application submission deadline is Friday, April the 5th, 2024 by 5 p.m. And this means that all parts must be complete, including the mentor collaboration form, and that all institutional signatures must be completed and part of the application when it's submitted. We will award up to 5 grants this year. To apply for a SIRP award, you must be an undergraduate or graduate student at one of our South Carolina INBRE network institutions and not be receiving salary from COBRA funding. You need to have a faculty mentor at your institution, and that faculty mentor will need to complete a mentor collaboration form that will describe your interactions with the mentor and the planned training for your research development in the lab. Our bioinformatics projects, they need to have a bioinformatics element to them. What is bioinformatics? When you think of bioinformatics, think of big data. Okay, not just studying one protein or not just studying one messenger RNA. We're really getting a profile of the genomics or transcriptome or the proteome of whatever model system you're looking at. Alternatively, you could be looking at existing data sets, looking at health data, reviewing materials that are available to the public in large databases related to health. The project needs to be biomedically relevant. Our funding comes from NIH and NIGMS, and they study human health. Our projects need to fall under the realm of biomedical sciences, and our areas of interest are biochemistry and cell and molecular biology, bioinformatics, more from the angle of methodology, biomedical engineering and regenerative medicine, and neuroscience. I encourage you to use one of the South Carolina INBRE facilities, although it is not required. If you do use one of the core facilities, you need to get a letter of support from that core facility head or director. You will need to ultimately, if awarded, obtain an NIH Commons ID, and this can be done with the help of your mentor. So the award is for up to $3,000. To apply for a SIRP proposal, make sure you've met that letter of intent deadline. The SIRP application is relatively short. There are a number of form pages on the SC INBRE website, and the proposal is up to 3 pages long. Within this proposal, there are a number of elements that I've listed here, and these are also listed on the SC INBRE website. But particular importance is to write this application for a scientist that may not be an expert in your field. There should be some background. There should be clearly stated research questions or hypotheses and clearly stated goals. And there needs to be a statement about the clear biomedical relevance of your project. You don't need a lot of detail about the methodology, but you do need to provide enough detail so that someone can understand what you're going to do and that you understand what you're going to be doing. Include a timeline for the project, anticipated results, and plans to disseminate results. One of the things you should plan to do is present your work at the South Carolina INBRE Science Symposium, usually held in the spring semester. Other details can be found at the SC INBRE website. If your project involves human subjects, SIRP proposals must include a letter of approval at the time of the SIRP application. This is because it takes a really long time to get human subjects protocols approved by institutions, so you must already have an approval in hand if you plan to use human subjects as part of your project. This includes those projects which are deemed exempt. For vertebrate animal use, there needs to be a full description of the procedures that are going to be used, and your project will need approval prior to it being funded. So the best thing to do, if you don't already have a vertebrate animal protocol approved by your institution, is to submit your protocol while you're writing your grant or before you're writing your grant, and so hopefully it will be approved by the time you get funded. So you may be wondering what happens to your application after you submit it. Well, there's an initial screening by the administrative core of SC INBRE to make sure the correct pages are there, and then it's sent out to a review panel of scientific experts. There's usually 3 reviewers who will read a number of these proposals and assign a score and give a recommendation to SC INBRE. These scores are tallied by SC INBRE and forwarded to an external advisory committee for their review and recommendations. If the external advisory committee recommends that your project is one of the 5 proposals to receive funding, you will receive notice from our principal investigator, Dr. Edie Goldsmith. So if you have questions, feel free to contact us by email or telephone numbers on our website. It's easiest to contact us by email. For questions, you can contact either our program manager, John Clarkson, at the email address shown here, or myself if you have questions about the scientific content of your proposal.